Hey everybody, welcome back. SimCasino. Hope you're having a swell day today. We got so much more to do today. I'm pretty pumped to see where this goes. So it's about 3 o'clock p.m. and we've had about, I don't know, we're getting closer to 2,000 visitors today. We've got a major marketing campaign in effect right now. Just take a look really quick. And I went to TV show, excellent. And I set it for 3 days, so hopefully we get a good boost here. But gamblers, in the previous zone that we were at for a casino, this was like our only source of revenue. But here in the city, well, these here are in a much higher demand as well. Local demand, this is only 100% here, but business and entertainment is 200% here. So we should be able to get some major good shows. Let me show you what I've been working on. This whole side is now built. Yep. And I've got it all sorted out with the centerpiece here. This is all outdoor, remember? And I also wanted to show you this wall here. This is where our building used to end, but it's actually out to this far now. If I slow this down really quick, go up 2 floors. This is a 2-story wall, okay? And I got something I'd like to do in this area. I don't know if it's gonna work out real well, but I'm gonna try it. So this right here is a 2-story wall. So if I go in and I say I want to remove the wall, it removes only a half of the wall because there's a floor here, right? So let me remove this part. Okay. Now, if I just kind of discovered is a bit of a stretch. I just sort of thought of this while I was playing around. If I remove this floor, and I can only do it certain bits at a time because, oh yeah, well, that'll happen. You can only do it a little bit at a time just because it doesn't want to allow any tiles to float. So I can't like do a certain amount here because it'll leave something floating. I don't fully understand what it's talking about, but all right. So this part right here is now gone, right? There's no floor here. I know it's a little, the design makes it a little hard to tell that. Let's just do the whole purple thing we had again. So right here is where the floor ends, okay? This is where the top floor is. So if I remove this now, it takes away both floors, right? Because there's no floor here. So the 2-story wall, the whole thing is removed, not just the first floor, because there's no actual floor there, right? And it kind of got me thinking, you know what I could do here? Let's go to the wall tool, and we're gonna go right here. We're gonna go up 2-story wall all the way over like this, okay? And we're gonna do the same thing on this side, all the way over like this. Now notice I've got the floor marked in here, right? This has a floor. So let's remove this really quick. Just remove the floor all the way over to here. Okay, so the floor is away. Now we're gonna take our wall tool one more time, go 2 stories high all the way over to here, okay? All right, so I got this idea. Since this is the 2nd floor, and I still want entertainment stuff. So all of our shows and entertainment stuff is all gonna be way back here, okay? On the ground floor, which is technically taking up 2 stories high because you need the stages and stuff, right? So all of our shows, entertainment, it's all happening right here. This is going to be a completely different thing, okay? We're just gonna mark that off with a different color floor so we can see it. But here's what I really wanna do. This is the reason why I'm showing you this right now. Okay, let's mark this as the dark walls, both sides. Yep, there we go. And what I wanna do here is let it autosave. What I wanna do here, let me do this before I forget. I've got so many ideas on how to style this. I think this place has got so much potential, man. What I want to do for this part is I'm going to go with stones. It doesn't really matter. We're going to remove it anyway. Something brightly colored. And I'm going to bring this floor all the way over like this, okay? Now, the reason why I bring the floor on just this side and just this one section is because by having the floor there, I can remove the bottom wall and leave the top part intact. So what I'm gonna do with this, first I'm gonna put this wall back because this isn't where I want to do it at. What what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take probably right in the center somewhere. Let's say maybe here. You know what? We should line this up. So I'm going to go D-zone really quick, and let's just see how long is this. This is 38 tiles wide. So with 38 tiles, we want something like this, 19. Let's go about here, let's say, okay? All right, I probably should have done something that actually persists, but it's this little dude standing there, okay? That's where that spot is. So I'm going to go ahead and get my wall tool, and I'm just going to take away this much. About, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away. Let's go a little bit more. Let's say 7, 8, 9. Actually, you should count by ones right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So you see what I did there? It's like it's open underneath this. And then we're going to keep this wall intact because it lets us have an upper floor with a wall, right? But also it kind of just opens it up in here in this big doorway, right? So we're going to have this big door. That's kind of what I'm looking for here. But it gets deeper than that because I don't really want this floor to go all the way over to this wall. I kind of like the balcony idea for this. So I'm going to take the... going to keep doing this. We're going to take the... floor and objects, and then I'm gonna have to replace all of these windows, but that's fine. We're gonna go to about, let's say here. Let's say here. Okay. And the balcony can end here. So we'll do the same thing on this side. We're gonna say right about, it's this black strip, so I think it's right here. And we're just gonna take out all of this. There we go. Yeah. All right, this is where the balcony is going to end. And then we're going to have escalators that take people down from here, right? All right, so let's bring this over all the way to, well, it's got to let me do it. Guess I'll have to do one at a time. It's fine. Okay, now what I want to see, I need to mark this with a different color floor because otherwise I can't see it. Let me go about like... Yeah, about like this. It should be only one though. There we go. Now, again, I'll have to remake all the windows and stuff, and that's not a big deal. We're gonna get our... And I don't know if this is even long enough, so I may have to adjust where this balcony ends, but we're gonna go like this all the way across. Okay, that's the end of our balcony on that side, and this will be the end of the balcony on this side. Cool? Cool. And then we'll have an escalator, I think probably 2. It would look better with 2. 2, we'll have one going down this side, one going down this side, and we'll do that on both sides, right? So there'll be one here and one here. Walkways primarily in the middle here, and then we have gambling and slot machines and tables and stuff all on this side, right? That'll look good. But on this side, we've got this much happening. So now I can go ahead and get rid of the floor here. And I can keep that little extra bit, right? Not sure why it's not letting me do it. I guess it's one tile at a time. It's a little fidgety, you know? It doesn't like me removing tiles multiples at a time sometimes, and then sometimes it does. It's this is why I didn't know that you could do this initially, because it was denying me, and I was like, oh, well, I don't want to try it again, but I should have tried it again. I really should have tried it again. All right, so on this side, let me just see what we did. I don't have to measure it again. I'm just going to measure this. So we go in 11 from the... We go in 11 from the window. So I guess it'd be 12, right? Just mark the floor. 12 or 11 from the window, right? I don't want to mark this floor, though. I want to mark the other side floor. There we go, 11 from the window. So right here we go in 11, about there it says. And then this side is, this opening is 16 wide. So we go 11 in from the window. Yep. And then 16 wide is going to be right here. There we go. And then this part ends up being closed again. So there's our big opening on this side, right? So let's do that. We're going to just get our remove wall tool. And we're going to go like this. And now we've got that big opening on this side too, just like the last side. Very nice. And then we just remove the floor. We don't really need to remove the floor because I'm going to replace it anyway. But whatever. I just want to see the big wide opening. No, I do, because this is open, right? Yeah. Well, I'm not doing that. Never mind. You got it. Forgetting my own plan now. This is what happens. The whole multi-game syndrome thing. See, it doesn't let me... It won't let me do 2 tiles, right? Just the one. And not even that one. A very specific one. All right, there we go. So, balcony. All right, good. Last thing to do, so this whole thing can be corrected, is windows. And we're going to have lots of glass, man. I've got so many plans for glass because when you take a look at the building from the outside, like from a distance, there's a very specific look, right? I mean, take a look at all these buildings. I mean, there's a ton of windows. There's windows everywhere. In fact, the majority of the outside of the building is a window, right? There's more glass visible here than concrete. And it's kind of replicated in many buildings, right? Not these, they're just off in the distance. But in our building, so far, it's just solid. It's like a big warehouse almost. And I don't want it to be looking like a warehouse. So we're going to have windows, just not here. And it doesn't matter up here. We don't want people to see the inside, but I have done this. All right, so here's gripe about windows. I have complaints about the windows in this game. And I'm really hoping that the dev is listening and looks at it and goes, you know what? That's a good point. I hope he does. All right, this is what it is. Let me get rid of these windows. I'll show you. And I chose these windows because they're the only ones that really made sense. Gotta figure out a way to actually select them. There we go. And there we... Come on. There. Got it. All right. So I wanted a way to make this front section have one more glass on the outside, here and here. I wanted just an extra glass in the door. Can't do it. At least I can't do it and have it look good. So this window, you'd think this window would make sense because it's a very similar style to this. But the problem is that this window does not get placed to the ground. It's gonna have this lip up top and you cannot line it up. Impossible to line it up. Obviously this one doesn't work. And this is a tall one. Could also be a very good choice. But again, it's just not going all the way to the ground. So then you're like, well, the full length windows, full length, oh, it's gonna go all the way to the ground, right? Sure does, except it also goes too high. Gross. Doesn't work, right? And if I'm gonna put it above, which was my initial thought, like, okay, cool, I could do that. And maybe it works better because, you know, it's up in there and everything. The letters are perfectly aligned on the inside of this and it's all good, but I think it's too much window. I just feel like it's too much window. I don't know, it just looks like too much to me. And I didn't want to deal with it being too much. So then I thought, well, there's this other square sort of window. Give me a second here. Oh, if anyone's wondering about my security routes, drink server stuff, I'll show that stuff too. Because I kind of set that stuff up off the video. So if you're kind of wondering about how my security is, don't worry, it's decent. We're doing okay, security-wise. I mean, there's a lot of gamblers. Look, 3,600 today. That's more than I've ever had on any day, I think, in the other casino. And we're just getting started. Yeah, just getting started. So I saw this window, and I was like, you know what? This is like, it's a really nice big window. And I was thinking, like, for this area, this would be cool for like the hotel area. But again, it's a big square window, and it requires this little gap right here. And it's like, no, man, go all the way down to the floor. It won't do it. The only windows you can have that go all the way down to the floor are these long full-length ones. So this window 7, like I said, would have been awesome. Because if you just take this, right, you see how big this is, and you just drop it to the ground, it's the perfect height to match this door. So my recommendation, because it would be easier to do this than it would be to adjust the, well, there's a compromise. I can see why it's been done, okay? I either want a full-length door so I can match this up, or I want these windows to be able to get dropped to the ground. You've enabled me to freely place things like the sign, all right? Now you might think, well, it was done this way so that you can place signs above the doors. Yes, I think that's the reason why, okay? Because you want to place signs above the doors so the doors are like this. But look at this door. This door, it's just a hair higher than this door, right? I don't understand. This door is just a little bit higher than that one, okay? I guess. But look at this, okay? The archways, again, just a little bit higher than this door. They're not consistent, all right? I want them to be consistent. And then you might think, okay, well, I mean, yeah, you got to place stuff high at the door. But if I had a full-length door, well, could you still place signs above it? Well, not unless you do tall ceilings, right? And then that's where it gives you options, because I can do this. I can place this anywhere. But even though it's free position, look at this. It's still not quite free position, because it's going to register on one floor or another. So it can't quite position it right where I want, because I wanted to move this up ever so slightly. There's a little bit of an overlap because of the height differences in the doors. There's a little bit of an overlap on these letters over top of this door right now. And I wanted to move it up just a hair, and I can't do it because this is the highest it can go. So I compromised by sort of having a bit of a thicker spot here and just having 4 windows up above this. And like, I don't know if it's too much window, but when I look at it in this view, it looked fine. So we'll figure it out. But these are the windows, not this. Oh, I can't zoom in. Why? Zoom in. Uh-oh. Oh, somehow I'm on the 6th floor. These windows are what I'm going to use for the hotel rooms, right? Because they are great for hotel rooms. You don't want them to necessarily go all the way to the floor in a hotel room. You want them to have a little bit of a lip, so you can put things like, the radiator, or people can put their bags down in front of the window, or you could put chairs, whatever. You have a windowsill, right? It makes sense there. I'm gonna probably use these for that, for hotel rooms. But this full-length one, I don't know. I mean, I like the full-length ones here. I just don't like them anywhere where there's gonna be a door. It's just, it ain't working out, man. I also wish I could freely place these windows instead of having to be an overlap. Again, kind of reiterating the fact that I think these should be objects and not wall stuff. But I don't know if I like them. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going to leave this as an obstruction for vision instead of it being windowed here. But as we move up to the next floor, and you see I moved my stuff, right? Look at this. Look at how this looks. If we move up, picture us building up like this whole big open area in the middle, just with tons of glass, right? It's going to be nice. And then the hotel rooms will each have those windows, and that's why the outside, because there's going to be hotel rooms along the outside for the most part, that will be what we see. Now, over here, though, right, there's no windows at all, exterior windows in the first 2 floors, except for this front entrance, and that's fine, because there's already a glass door. But remember, we don't want people to see the outside world, right? I'm also tempted to, just to kind of fix this up, maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't, but I'm tempted to move this whole arrangement and slide it in so that this balcony is straight across instead of being this jutting out like this. And that would just kind of open up the bottom floor more. It's a plan. Anyway, here's some table games. I kind of set up a whole new table game area here. Arena, yeah. Whole new table game area. Some of the tables are open 24/7, so not all of them. You see there's a couple of tables for each game. It's kind of open 24/7. Looks like the poker is always. These 4 are. These ones are all closed, right? For craps, we've got these 2 tables open, but these ones are closed. 2 blackjack tables, the rest of them are closed, etc. It's just off hours stuff, right? So if people want to play table games, any hours of the night, they can come in and do it. Cool? All right, so next, what do I want to do here? Well, I'm going to expand this way, but I'd really like to get the hotel started because there's a high demand for it. So if we go up to this part, we're going to take a look, and what is it going to cost us to build the hotel? We're going to spend millions on this hotel, man. But we have $605,000, so let's spend, all of it right now. We're going to take the wall tool, and I think I'll start with probably at least this far out. And it's going to be, I don't want to say it's a struggle, but it's going to be interesting. I'm going to use the word interesting again. I use that word a lot, but it's what I mean. It's going to be interesting to, whoops. Oh, I didn't do it right. To get this to where the rooms all flow together in a non-square way, right? Because there's this big gap in the center, and then also that spot at the, there we go. Also that spot that's in the, this here, right? It's a non-square thing. We've made it to where it's not 4 equal sides. And then we're gonna have to move our utilities up too. I want to get this all the way up like that. There we go. And then what we're gonna do here, and I'm spending all my cash. So notice that entire 3rd floor isn't even done, and I'm already like bone dry, man. I got 32 grand in the bank. So there's a lot of building that needs to happen here. There's a lot of time that has to go by to accumulate that wealth. And it's just a matter of time, but it's still a time I have to take. So I'm gonna go this far with it, at least. And we can start plugging in, you know, all the stuff that we need to plug in. So the exterior wall pattern, right, is gonna be there, all around the outside, and also in the inside here like this. It's all the same building material, right? We're gonna get rid of this wall. We're gonna have to get rid of this wall and stuff too, but for now, the utilities can just stay there. Get rid of this wall. This one can go. Just want to see what space I'm dealing with here. And this one right here can go. And so can this one. And there's one more over here, I thought. Yeah, right here. So we'll get rid of this wall too. And now we have this big wide open area. You know, this is an interesting design too. Just having this little cutout part. I mean, it doesn't make sense to have a cutout lower, a lower cutout in a city especially. A lowered cutout for solar panels makes no sense. But even though that makes no sense, what about outdoor dining? Like an outdoor dining area, huh? You could put like a restaurant right in here, and a couple of restaurants even, and just have people eat outdoors on the balcony. I think maybe we will do this, because now I'm getting ideas. But we'll probably do it at like 6th floor, not this far down, so we can build up a little bit and then we can do it. But this looks like a kind of cool cutout. You can come out here and eat. You can see the buildings around you, the traffic below you. That's not bad. I'm not opposed to that at all. There's a lot of possibilities in this game, man. Lots of possibilities. Okay, I need to let my money accumulate, which I didn't need to wait very long. It's 158,000 now. But the thing is, remember, I'm gonna build my hotel from the top down. My hotel rooms, I'm starting with suites and working my way down towards the middle. Like the 8th floor is gonna be all the standard rooms. 7 and 6 should be standard as well. And then maybe 5 and 4 can be economy. 3 will be all of our gyms, business centers, conference halls, all that stuff. And then we have 2, which is where our check-in for the hotel is right up in here. This is where I want the check-in to be. And this is the reason, there's a plan to this. The reason why this juts out like this. The plan for this is that my elevators and stuff for the hotel are right here. So I needed a little bit of extra room. So I kind of just thought about jutting it out. But then I also don't want to go straight here, because then there's not really a whole lot of casino to see. Right? And actually, now that I'm looking at this, I almost feel like this balcony's too big. I almost want it to go like this. Oh, I'm gonna do it, aren't I? I'm gonna do it. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Yeah, don't judge me. All right, no judgments. This is a judgment-free zone. Okay. I'm gonna take care of this balcony the way I want, and I'll be right back. I probably have to move some cameras here too. All right, I've restored my camera coverage, except for here, I guess. All right, now I've restored my camera coverage, and it's kind of giving me the red here, indicating that I don't think it's actually looking at it. Maybe, oh, you know what this is? I bet it's this area. No, it's still acting like it's not observing this. So I'm wondering if I just don't have enough desks. That's possible. I'd like to know if there's any way to see that with like an overlay. because I have a lot of cameras. They're not that optimally placed, but I do have a lot of cameras. And look at this, man. Jeez. What's our profit today? Today is bad because I built a lot of stuff. $616,000 spent on construction, and yet I'm still only down $250,000. Yesterday's profit was $182,000, so that's not bad. I had a lot of construction that day too, and day 13, I had $829,000 in construction there, and yet still, even though I built this much, I was only at a loss this much. So yeah, I gotta stop building for a little bit just to let the money flow in. But like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's flowing in pretty damn fast, you know. Anyway, I need to make more desks, so I think we're gonna take. Let's do a clone of this, and we'll just go like this, 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 and you know what? Just let that be for now. Hopefully the schedules are the same. Okay, we need to do this. All these desks need to have this schedule, all right? We're gonna have just 24/7 monitoring right now. It just makes things easier. More expensive? Yeah, but I mean, look at what we're making. The money we're bringing in it's fine. It's gonna be fine. And then this one is closed right now. Yeah, all right. If I ever get down and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need more, well, I'll just build one. No big deal. All right, so hopefully we have enough coverage for cameras now, because it's still marking these as red, and it's this weird, there's a weird overlay paint thing happening here. I'm not sure, but I should have plenty of desks for that number of cameras. I wish I just knew, I wish I could tell that if I didn't have enough to monitor the cameras. Normally, when you see that, there's a exclamation point. Wait, are you all just going to the... Oh, no. Oh, hang on. Wait. Yeah. So you're open, and you're open, and you're open. What am I doing? Hey, cashiers, you want to come in here and do your job? Come on in here and do your jobs. There we go. Get people their money so they can play the games. If they don't get the money, then they won't play the games, and then I won't take their money. I like this little area. I'm not sure the statue fits here. I actually might move it to here instead. It looks like it might just fit better up against the wall. Yeah. I like this open area where people can just chill and sit down for a second if they like to. Right? There's a lot of seating, lots of places where people can just chill. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with this open area here. It seems too open. You know what we could do is put Baccarat right here. I haven't placed Baccarat yet. So maybe we have some Baccarat tables. Here, here, and then here and here. Baccarat. I don't even know how to, I have no idea how to play Baccarat. But we'll select these 4 tables and we'll just paste the chair designs. And then why don't we go ahead and make these like, ooh, I like this. You see, with these 3 colors, well, there's a little bit of contrast here with the red. With this color, it's just, everything's too blue, everything's too purple, and then there's like a decent amount of little contrast. The only reason I won't make it green is because these are already green. So I think we're gonna go with the red here for Baccarat. There we go. And then the schedule, we'll have like, let's have these 2 open all the time, and then these ones can stay closed on normal standard hours. And then for the betting, we're gonna go like this, and we're gonna copy that over to here. There we go. Okay, these are all set up then. The only thing that's not set up really is the pit boss lanes and stuff. So let me go ahead and walk you through personnel real quick. We have, where is it? Never can find it. It's in staff management. It should be patrols. There it is. All right, so pit bosses. We've got the front cards pit boss, which is kind of going around like this. Kind of tags up near all these guys, right? There's 1 in the morning up until 9:30, and there's 3 of them during the day when it's really busy. Okay. Then there's cards sides 1, and that's this guy. And they're going around all through these areas. Pretty nice. I think I'm going to actually change that to be here. There we go. All the way through these areas, right? And there's 2 of these. There's 2 pit bosses during the non-busy times, because there are some tables open 24/7, and then there's 5 of them happening when it's a little bit busier. Now, what I want to do is take this route, and I'm going to adjust point number 6, I think. 5 is here. I think we'll move 5 to be here, and then we'll move 6 to be here. Yeah, and then they'll continue on through there for 7, and, you know, that's fine. That happens. So, all the stuff for cards, at least at this end, it's all set. Again, I don't know how to play Baccarat, but apparently these guys do, so good. Bathrooms are working pretty well. No complaints there. They rarely do they ever fill up busy. I've seen every stall full only once, very briefly in the female restroom. So, you know, whatever. And then the male restroom is, I haven't seen it even get close to it yet, so. Those urinals, man, they'll do the trick. Okay, let's mark this floor white, this floor white here. So what's gonna happen here? Well, right, I want the, you can see all the cameras too. We got some camera coverage everywhere. Let me just show you the camera coverage, if it'll show it. Yeah, so we have cameras covering every inch of gambling surface. We're not gonna do them here because I'm gonna have a path here, but every inch of gambling surface. Oh, the other thing. So we have a restaurant, and we're gonna have several others, right? We're gonna have more than just this one. But there's gotta be a way for people to get food and drinks and stuff without this. Enter the vending machines, which are used quite often. But I only have these, that's it. So let's add a few, and I had an idea of where one could fit. Soda machine. So right now, people can walk under this, and that's great. But there's this little spot here where it's kind of nothing going on, and we could add stuff here without it really looking all that bad. So I'm gonna put a soda machine here and a soda machine here. Is it right? Is it like that? Yeah. And here. Okay. And then we're gonna come over here, and we're just gonna grab one of the snack machines and pop that there and there. So just adding, you know, some extra places where people can get some snacks if they'd like to, right? And they can still walk under here, no problem. And then maybe we'll, just to do it, we flip this over and do it again on this side. Might as well. It looks good. Actually, nah, we'll leave it. I don't mind if they're flipped. They're just not lined up, and that's... I'm thinking that this actually needs to move one space over. Like so. Yeah, that looks better. Yeah, it does. It looks better. Good. And they can still move between them. They walk underneath them and stuff. That's important. All right, awesome. So for this area, I want this to be where our entertainment starts. And this is going to be where the theater is. The theatre, right? So we're going to take and get the snap position tool here. And I think this is probably lined up. I do wish there was a bigger sign, but it's okay. We'll go... oh, no. I have this. This is the idea. I still wish I could make this bigger, but I have another idea for this. We're going to say theater. We're going to raise it up about like here, let's say. All right, now that might look weird to you, but in a second, it's going to make sense. And we're going to go up about there. Is that lined up? It looks pretty lined up. Okay. Next, we can have the custom text signs. And here's where things get really awesome. Okay. I'm going to take snap positions. 1. It's going to be 2 and 3, 4, 5, and 6. Check that out, man. All right. We can see what shows are playing before we get in there. Come on. That's a good idea. You wish you'd thought of it. Don't lie. You wish you'd thought of it. You probably wish I'd centered it too. Yeah, I know. I do. I wish the same thing. Where is it? Right there. Nope. I do wish this thing would remember the construction mode I was using. Right now it defaults to free position every single time, even though I want snap position on this. But look at that. That's awesome, right? And then we can fine tune this with free by going down about like this. We can get a little bit lower. I just wanted to see what we had room for. So there's 6, right? 6 of these. Right about, what, there? Right about there, I think. Yeah. So there are 6 shows playing, and 6 big theaters that you can go to, and we show what the times are. We're gonna show. I'm gonna actually write this in. This is gonna be legit, right? We're gonna pick the shows for entertainment and what auditorium they're in and all that stuff, right? And then I'm gonna go in here and be like, show name here, stage 1. Right? And it's gonna be like that. And people will be able to walk through and they'll see what the show is and what stage and maybe like what time. We can write all that stuff in these custom text areas. Very cool. The only gripe I have, the only complaint, is that I can't make this red a different color. Because I would like it to be on theme, and the red does not go with this. But it's okay. It's okay. Speaking of on theme, this can be redesigned to be that. And this can be designed to be that too. So, theatre. So now we have to figure out how we're going to use this big ass area, right? What am I going to do here for the entertainment and the shows? I got to figure that out. The other thing is about the escalators. So I'm thinking for the escalators, this is 38 wide. I think I want to come in 10, about here. And I'm going to mark this with a different floor. A blueprint mode would be awesome, by the way, as like a tip for devs if they're watching still. We've had a couple come by and say hi and talk and stuff, and that's awesome. But if you're still watching, press some chance. A blueprint mode where I can like make marks, you know, maybe like little lines and stuff. That'd be awesome. Or just plan it out and paste things. But then like, you know, I'm kind of spoiled with Anno where I can just place it and then decide to build it when I have the money. Being able to plan ahead when I don't have the money yet would be awesome. All right, so we're gonna go in about, I think, 10. So this is 9. So we'll start it there. And then this is 9. So there and there. I think that's probably just a tad bit too far in, actually. So let's go in 2 and in 2. That's where I think I want it. All right, so I want to dismantle there and dismantle there. Okay. And then we're going to grab the escalator, and it's going to be there and there. Beautiful. Huh? Oh, you know what? I could have lined it up with these walls, too. I'm going to put something else up these walls, but I really could have lined that up. And I'm actually thinking, kind of thinking out loud here on what I'd like to be in this area. And I'm tempted to place ATMs right here. I don't know if this is enough ATMs. 4 ATMs in the front like this, I'm not sure it's enough. I can place more. So I'm going to place a few more. But, well, I don't know. I mean, you come into the building, you go to the ATM, right? Or you go to the cashier. Do we have enough cashiers? If they're waiting in line for a little bit, that's not a big deal. Also, I got another idea. Just keep getting these ideas. I don't know if this is good, though, because of like how placement works. You gave us free placement on the walls, man. Give me free placement on the floor, too. Because I think this is not going to line up right. I'm looking to do this. I mean, like having little lines for the cashiers, right? Like this. But I can't place them directly in the middle of the cashiers. They're going to have to be on the edge. But I'm just thinking like the cashier window would have like separate lines like this, right? It's interesting. It's kind of interesting. It's not on theme. I got the gold, but it's not the right color. Let's see if I can tweak it. This color, and then this will be this color. Can I do that instead? Yeah, like that instead. So what we want to do is tear down this wall. I've already read the comment though. They came by, like I said, they comment sometimes on the videos, this is awesome. It's also a tiny bit nerve-wracking because it's like if I say something that I like that's not true. Like yesterday where I was like, oh man, make 2 walls, right? It'd be nice if you know, if I didn't feel like I'm gonna say something wrong. I just know it. It's coming. You wait for it. It's gonna happen. We're gonna go like this. Stanchion. Oh, I like to just go about this far. It's not a big deal. And stanchion out this far. Just 3. Yeah. Anyway, they mentioned about these going into the walls like this. So future patch, this little clipping into the wall thing like that won't happen. At least I guess that's what I've been led to believe. Like this and like this and like this. And I guess it's going to be just there. So there's our lanes for the cashier. Is it necessary? No. But I think it looks cool. People will now file in their own little lines. I don't know. It would look cooler if we could, you know, go right in the center. That'd be nice. All right. But yeah, additional ATMs might be a good idea. I want to do another restaurant area right over here. And I want to do another restaurant area right over here and here. So we're going to have gambling through this with like a couple more restaurants over here. And then we're going to have some gambling up top on this. This area is going to be another bathroom. It's staying built. Yeah. Another bathroom there. And then also we'll put one more bathroom over here with another restaurant here. And the dining will be like overlooking this. So we'll have restaurant dining overlooking that, restaurant dining overlooking this, and then we have, well, this. This whole area is going to be a video all on its own. Like, it's going to be... I'm going to dedicate some time to that, man. And then we have we're going to have dining over here. Or if they let me, and I don't think they will. Let me just check this, actually. Does the gym have to be indoors? It doesn't say it does. It does not have to be indoors. Okay, so big outdoor balcony gym. Can totally do it. There's flexibility. Sometimes there's flexibility. Sometimes you feel pigeonholed. Anyways, this video was supposed to be starting the hotel. And then I realized that it cost me, you know, 600 grand just to build this floor. And now we're sitting with $1 million in the bank. So that escalated quickly. Oh, let's build more walls. I'm gonna let this play on for a little bit, and I'm gonna build more walls and get this whole building completely set to where it is at the very tippy top. Okay. So when you guys come back for the next video, we're gonna be all the way up to the 9th floor. The utilities are gonna be installed in their proper long-term places. So I don't have to move them around anymore. That'll be nice. And then we can get started designing some rooms, and like we can do all sorts of things. I don't know. We're gonna do all the things, but I'm gonna have to wait on this because you see how expensive this building is gonna be. It's kind of crazy. So I'm gonna let this go here. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate you. Like the video if you like it. Subscribe if you haven't already. I hope that you will join me for the next one, where I hopefully have hotel rooms that I can start. Take it easy. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.